Hey, what's up, dudes, dudettes, ladies, and chuckle fucks? We need to do a little talky talk. Have a little conversation.
Whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
I got some things to say regarding the upcoming videos, or rather, should I slap together, because I got bored with tutorial stuff. Let's just dive right into story time. So, for the majority of my YouTube adventure, I've been making stuff that's slapping videos together and calling it content gurus, called guided content, or educational content, where I tell you stuff about stuff or explain how to do stuff in a very specific niche of the little world we call gaming. Take the How to X Warframe videos, for example, or more recently the 10 rules of raiding in Destiny 2. Now, while that is all fine and dandy, and it truly was what I wanted starting out with this whole channel, to be a resource for anyone brave enough to click on my shitty little thumbnails and actually learn a bit or two about X game, it's starting to become a bit of a prison. Let me explain. This channel isn't my first time trying my hand at YouTube. I think all things considered, Swagbraham is my 7th channel. Probably. I've deleted multiple similar channels I've made with the same principle before. However, with the time invested into this channel and the opportunities that might be around the corner in terms of, attracting new people, I don't want to simply delete this channel and start all over again. Now, don't get me wrong here, I love explaining things about games and going into mechanics, nerding out, providing info you just won't find on a wiki page and such. However, since leaving Warframe, yes, we're doing a full circle back to Warframe. Jokes aside, since leaving Warframe, where, let's be honest, I wasn't the most knowledgeable but could stand my ground, I haven't found a game where I'm like, yeah, I know everything there is about this game. Let's have a chat about how to do the fastest master clear of a raid, for example. Or something in that direction. Now, I could go the whole Counter-Strike Global Offensive route, since I've been playing that game pretty much since it came out and have my fair share of experience with high-ranked matches, but after a certain while, even that would feel more like a prison, because I'd confine myself to a very specific niche. What I'm trying to tell you is that over time, my perspective on what good content is, and what personally sounds like a fun time editing and doing all the shit you need to do around YouTube, if you want more than 10 people to watch your shitty videos, of course, has shifted. The days of simply covering one game are pretty much over for me, and I'd like to expand my horizons to something those same video gurus call variety content, or discussion content, however you want to fucking call it, I don't care. A good example of this is the little Why Warframe Sucks series I did a long time ago, where I'd not just cover game-related topics, but also stuff about a community, developer behavior, and more. While my main focus will always be gaming, because let's admit it, I'm 100% addicted to sitting behind my screen and screaming at pixels, I will also go into more recent stuff, like what's happening with a bunch of communities, controversies, interesting stories, and so on. Now, why am I telling you this? Why am I making it such a big deal to announce what I'm about to do? Because realistically, Swagbraham, you're only at 4,000 subscribers, why would anyone care about this shit? First off, because I fucking want to. I never thought that the videos I'd make would even get me to 200 or 300 subscribers, especially in the current ecosystem on YouTube, where either you write a couple dicks and sell your soul to get big, or you stay a tiny channel and never grow. Second off, tying into reason 1, I view this channel as something very personal and immensely important to me. It doesn't matter to me if a video gets 100,000 views or 100 views. The fact that people even click on my videos is already a major win in my eyes, and it's something that brings massive joy to my everyday life. Which, maybe sounds a little bit cringe, but hey, it's 2022. I can afford to be a little bit cringy here and there, right? Thirdly, there are people subscribed to the channel simply because they want to watch X specific thing about X specific game. And while I appreciate that dearly, I don't want to be the guy who shoves videos down your throat you'd never want to watch. With all that out of the way, where do we go from here? What's the plan? First and foremost, I'm gonna simplify things. Meaning, I don't want to bore you with a flashy intro or outro. There'll be no massively intricate editing. There'll be no massively intricate editing. I want to have conversations with you ladies and chuckle fucks. There'll be talks, there'll be topics I want to share, and I want to make this a very personal thing. Just a you, me, topic of the week, and the camera kind of thing. Although, I'm not quite ready to put my big old forehead in front of the camera yet, so for the time being it'll be mostly faceless. I'm also going back to a weekly schedule, making sure there's a new video every Friday evening. Projects I have started that would take a month to finish are simply too big to cover on my own, and with real life, working out, a driver's license and other things, it's not feasible for me to spend a massive amount of time researching. So, weekly stuff. With a more personal channel, things will be a lot more biased. My personal opinion will play a role here, and not everyone will agree with what I have to say, which is fine, because a conflict of opinions is where the best conversations can be held. So without further ado, I'll see you Friday. Later.